There are so many strategies for pocket option on YouTube. And it almost seems like there's a new strategy every day. So what do? And most of the strategies give you about the same amount of results, right? You'll win some, you'll lose some, you know how it is. But there's two strategies that I always go back to. And that's the Fast 5 and also the 3-bar strike, which is what I'm going to be talking about on this video. The 3-bar strike is when you have 3 candles of the same color, right? So in this case, we have 3 red candles going in the same direction. Red candle number 1, red candle number 2, and of course, red candle number 3. And generally, when you enter right when that third candle closes, typically you can catch the price making a reverse. And you can win trades this way, okay? Let me give you another example. So here's going in the opposite direction. So instead of 3 red candles, we have 3 green candles. So we have 1, 2, 3, and of course, right when that third candle closes, if we can enter a sell at that point, we can catch a reverse and make some profits. And there's also the rare situation where we could also, instead of taking a 3-bar strike, we could do what we call a 4-bar strike, right? Now, I will only take the 4-bar strike if I see this. It just happens to appear on the chart. Because typically, most of the time, the market or the price will reverse after the 3rd or 4th candle. As a matter of fact, if we lose the trade after the 3rd candle, we are allowed, based on the strategy, we're allowed to go in for a second trade at the end of the 4th candle. Now, if that also ends up in a loss, then we will change the chart and completely reset and look for a new setup. So I'll be doing this throughout this video, and welcome back, guys. Mark here. Great to see you again. Thanks for coming back to the channel. And we got some really fun stuff that we're going to be doing today, and a way that I've been able to stay consistently profitable by applying these 2 strategies. The Fast 5, which is the strategy that I normally do the most. I mean, this is like the primary strategy that I'm doing all the time. But I decided to mix it up a little bit today. And we go back and forth between the 3-bar and the Fast 5. So today we're going to do the 3-bar. Let's go ahead and collect that daily bonus. Here we go. Awesome. Got myself a purple present there. And we're on day, was it today? Day 20. 23, day 25. All right. So here we are inside a pocket option. Now, when I initially started this, I was like around $300, $500. And now I've got my account up to over $3,000 now. And I think pretty soon in the near future, we're going to be hitting that $3,500 and eventually we'll hit that $4,000 mark. But it's been going pretty well for me. And I would say I credit that to sticking with the same strategy. I don't really change a whole lot, guys, even though, like I said, we do have new pocket option strategies coming out every day. But I don't jump around too much because then I have to learn a new way of doing something all the time. And that creates lots of stress. It creates uncertainty, a little feelings of doubt when it comes to the strategies because I'm not used to them. I don't know them very well. And, I just don't see the results that I want to get. But by practicing the same strategy and combining that with some good money management, and what we would do for the money management, of course, like many of you know, we use the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager. Okay, this is a highly advanced trade manager that's available to all of our VIP members that are a part of our private Telegram group. We also have a private website with videos and stuff. But we have almost 2,000 members now that have got their hands on this trade manager and are seeing extraordinary results. And I can share a little bit more about that later. But for this video, I'm going to give you what you came for, and that is to see some trades and to see some cash And the main goal here on this video is to end the video in more money than what we started with at the beginning of the video. Okay, that's what we always do. We end the video with more money than what we started with. So I just want to make sure that this initial capital, $33.75.28, is $33.75.28 also in pocket option as well. So you want to match that. And let's enter in that first trade amount a little bit larger today, 234. So it looks pretty good. I've already got that 234 entered in. Now I've got a payout of 69%. Now guys, we're not going to be using really any indicators or nothing like that. We can watch the market and watch the trends and zoom out and look at the price, go back and forth and up and down. We can do all that, but we're not going to be using any indicators today. And that keeps everything really nice and simple. Now, in terms of the time frames, what you guys can do, let's just make this 30-30, right? So over here on the chart type, make sure to select the regular candlesticks. Time frame is going to be 30, or you can just select S30 for 30 seconds. And then over here on the expiry, you will also want to change this to S30 as well. And since that we're working with an expiry that's less than 1 minute, we must make sure that we're using OTC markets. So if I'm selecting currencies, I'm using the currency pairs over here. Something preferably that's paying out at 92%, because that is the most that pocket option is giving us. This is our return on our investment for our trades. So odd NZD OTC, great. And so lots of good options here to choose from, lots of payouts or pairs that are paying out at 92%, perfect. So we have plenty of price action here, look at that. Oh, look at this one right here. So you could probably take like a 4-bar strike on this. If it looks good, if they're healthy candles only. Healthy meaning they've got a pretty good size to them. These are not indecisive candles. We're not looking for little teeny weeny sized bodied candles with this strategy. We're looking for decently large, medium to large in the bodies, and a series of those candles. And the candle before it must be the opposite color. So in this case, that did not work out, but let's go ahead and just look for a proper setup. And I'll be doing this and walking you guys through exactly how to do this. But I also see some good results with this strategy and the Fast 5. How y'all doing today? You doing good? Keeping everything going, keeping your businesses going, keeping the cash flow going. That's what we do. We stay focused, right? And we approach things with great gratitude and be grateful for all the things in the world that sometimes we forget to be grateful for. You know, the beautiful beaches and the sunlight, even the rain. We need the rain too, guys. You know, we're grateful for that as well. Let's take a look at this. So we've got a green candle here. We've got 1, 2 red candles, but the third one was green, right? So we're going to skip this. We're not going to enter the trade on this chart. Okay, so we can wait it out. Or typically what I do is I just keep flipping through the charts until I find something that I like, that looks good to me. And we're right down here to the bottom. This is the last currency pair that's paying out at 92%. Everything beyond this point is dropping. So just keep that in mind, guys. And that's just the way that I like to work. Some of you like to trade. You don't really mind if it's 80% and stuff. That's fine. You know, whatever works best for you. These candles right here have pretty long wicks. You know, it looks like it's a little bit wicky, I guess, as I would say, which, you know, I don't really like to see that. I like to see something a little bit cleaner. Let's start at the top of the list here and work our way down again. This is a potential entry right here. You can see 1, 2, 3 green candles. However, we're going at an uptrend. So would I want to take a sell on an uptrend? I don't know, maybe. Because there's only 1 or 2 things that are going to happen. It's either going to go up or down. We can't determine when the trade or when the trend will end. right? We don't know when it's going to end. It could keep going. It could all of a sudden decide like it wants to turn around, just like it's doing right now. So look at that. Candle number 1, green candle number 2, and green candle number 3. There you go. Perfect setup. Boom. So that had some potential to it. We've just went ahead and skipped it. You don't have to take every single trade, guys. Even if you don't take the trade, you could still follow the strategy and look at the charts while you do this. Now, this particular strategy takes a little bit more time to find a proper trade setup. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and enter on this. I'm a little late, and that's a 30-second candle hold. I'm so used to the fast 5. But we've got green candle number 1, green candle number 2, green candle number 3. Went ahead and entered a sell a little bit late on that, and that's okay. We can enter again. We could mark this first trade as a loss. The next trade amount, 489, and go ahead and prepare 489. Prepare the next trade. If that is a loss, I'll go ahead and enter again without even thinking about it, right? We've got a series of green candles here. Going to go over this again. Green candle number 1, green candle number 2, 3, and then we have 4. If I lose the trade on the 4th one, I will change the chart and look for a new setup with a series of 3 candles, 3 colored candles. 3 more seconds to go, and there it is. So let's go ahead and I'll mark this as a W. We did win that second trade. That's awesome. Go ahead and click on New Session. And we have some automated features with the new Trade Manager version 3. It will match the capital that you have inside a Pocket Option. Don't ask me how it does this, but it just knows. This is just the way we've designed it. And I'm going to go ahead and just reset this because these are some sessions that I've done earlier. So technically that was only one session. There we go. And so we look at this initial capital, 3377.44. And then you look in Pocket Option, it also says 3377.44. You guys don't have to compound if you don't want to. If you don't want to compound, then leave your initial capital the same. Or here's what you can do. Turn off right down here where you have the auto copy balance feature. It's currently on, but you can turn this off. So that kind of stops the compounding from working. So you're only trading with whatever amount that you have inside of your initial capital, not the capital that you're working with inside a Pocket Option. Okay, some of you guys have asked me about that. If you're a little bit lost on that, don't worry, it's okay. All this will make sense later on. But let's go ahead and reset. 234, excellent. Let's come over here, 234. Looks like we might have a potential setup. We've got about 18 more seconds to go if this red candle closes. Before these 3 red candles, we did have a green candle. Red candle number 1, candle number 2, and number 3. We have about 7 more seconds to go with a 90% payout. 234 is my entry. 1 more second. Boom. Enter. Just like that. I'm not really looking at anything else. There's only 1 or 2 things that can happen. There are no guarantees with trading. Guys, you got to lose some to win some, right? That's just how it is. Now, I will prepare the next trade. Let's go ahead and mark this with an L and 489. There we go. And we've got 2 more seconds to go. Entered another trade. If I lose this one, that's it. I change the chart. I've got no problem doing that. So let's just go ahead and wait this out. It's been a beautiful day today. Still really hot. Getting the 4 seasons where we are. And guys, I'm getting new tires. Well, 2 back new tires for the car. A little tiny screw caused a slow leak with the tire. And because that has happened, the screw was on the shoulder of the tire, which you can't normally patch. It's not a good idea. So I have to replace the entire tire, right? The entire tire. Interesting how those go together. So that's 2 L's. So that second one was an L as well. So we mark both with an L. The next one's 1024. Let's go ahead and put that into pocket option 1024. Perfect. And let's just find another chart. Okay, just take the emotions out of it. Don't try to trade to make up for losses. Trade to follow your strategy, guys. Okay, don't trade to make up for losses. Trade to follow and stick with your strategy. That's it. That's all you got to do. Upward trend. Do I want to take one on this fourth? Probably not. It doesn't look, yeah, it's not that healthy looking. So I'll go ahead and skip that. And had a pretty good breakfast today. For the first time, I think in my life, I had some breakfast tacos. Yes. Like normally you have tacos for lunch, right? Or for dinner. But I had these, it wasn't a breakfast burrito, right? Breakfast tacos, guys. It's got a little egg in there, right? Little bacon to wet the palate. A couple little slices of avocado. Not too high calorie. It was controlled. And then I got a little side of egg whites onto that. So I'm happy, right? I'm good for a while. Now let's just say that's a loss. 21.31 is the next one. Cool. And I've got about 2 more seconds. 1 more second to go. Let's go ahead and enter a sell on this. Let's go ahead and take it. And we're just going to ride the wave today. And maybe we will have a losing streak. And that way you guys can see what the heck do you do if you do have a losing streak. And so if that does happen, you guys will see the power of the trade manager. Because like I said, you can still win even if you have some losses, right? Because it just wouldn't make sense if you have to win every trade, which is not really possible. But if you win some, if you lose some, we can still stay in the game. So trade number 4, which was for the 21.31 trade amount, that ended up being a win. So we'll mark that with a W. That session has ended over here on the session counter. Let's, or not on the session counter, but we marked a new session and we've got another session completed. And let's go ahead and continue, guys. 235. And now you go back to that smaller amount. So you don't keep trading larger and larger and larger and larger. Because even though we did have 3 losses in a row and only 1 win, my balance inside a pocket option is still higher than what it was when I started the video. Have you guys noticed that? So that's just the power of it, and that's what we want. It's even higher than break even, which is good. So let's go ahead and just keep trading here. Change the chart and find something that jumps out. Takes a little bit longer to find these setups. That's fine. Looking for some really, really nice and healthy candles. That's what I want. Look at that. You guys want to do a 4 bar? Let's do it. Not crazy about how these look down here at the bottom, but let's just go ahead and take them. We could do a 5 bar here. Let's mark this with an L. 489. There we go. Awesome. And let's just see what happens. We don't have any control over what happens with the charts, right? We can't exactly predict the future. And even at these smaller time frames, I mean, most of the time you're trading with noise. That's all it is. So it's kind of a coin toss, right? It's like almost like a 50-50 chance. But yeah, I'll be leaving here in a little bit. I'm gonna get myself a new pair of tires, man. I didn't really need new tires, but because of that screw, man, that little screw I ran over, and that's okay, guys. You don't want something bad to happen where you get a blowout or something. So it's good to always, have your tires in really, really good shape at all times. 489, that was a W. Let's go ahead and click on new session. That's completed, which marks another session completed. My initial capital, let's see how close it matches the capital inside a pocket option, 3381.76. 33.8173. Okay, off by a few. That's all right. And let's go ahead. 235 is the next trade amount. And this is what we do. This is just all you do. Repeat this process. We have a lot of exciting and new things happening in the group right now. We got some big challenges from some big members taking small amounts of money and converting that into larger amounts of money. They're documenting their progress. We've got some great strategies in the group. And now we have a withdrawal section. So we have a withdrawal channel. And to my surprise, there are so many members making so many withdrawals inside of the group. It just blows me away. Before the withdrawal channel, we would have some members that would share their withdrawals, but now we have a separate place for that. It just seems like we've got members posting their withdrawals all the time, and it's really nice to see that because of all the noise and all the rumors out there about Pocket Option having difficulty with withdrawals. If you have your account verified properly, and we have a lot of different tips and strategies and ways to make sure that, just to make sure that you guys can withdraw your money from Pocket Option, and even how long it takes to receive your withdrawals as well. So that's a big thing. It can be, why is it different? How come some members, they can get their money in an hour compared to some members that it might even take like a few days? Well, there's reasons for that. It all comes down to, your account, the reputation of your account, how long you've had your account. Is your account verified? How long it's been verified? The amount of the money that you're withdrawing. Or maybe you've been withdrawing a certain amount for some time and then all of a sudden it's a different amount or a higher amount. All these factors come into play. But we found that almost every member gets their money, gets their withdrawals out of Pocket Option. Because if they didn't, Pocket Option, they would go belly up, right? There would be no Pocket Option. So Pocket Option has to pay you out. They have to do that. And but our members we don't really have any difficulties with the platform. Most of our members enjoy using Pocket Option every day. So let's go ahead and keep trading. So we've got 33.83.89, 33.80. What do we got here? We won that? Yeah, we did. So sometimes I get talking and just trying to put out some information or good information for you guys, because I know there's lots of rumors out on Reddit and stuff, which is probably the worst place to get your information, what I've found. So 33.83.89. There you go. Make a little adjustment there. 235. All right, we're still at 235. No problem with that. And let's just keep on going. And we're just going to take it one by one, guys. Just looking for the proper setup. Really amazed how much the group has grown. We might hit 2,000 members here pretty soon, which is just incredible. I remember back when we only had like 200 members, and it just seems like overnight things have really progressed and have changed. Even though it might look tempting to enter, I will always stick to the strategy though, like 99% of the time. Because I'll never know how to improve something if I keep changing it. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. One more second. There's my entry. That's it. Get up, go make a sandwich, get a glass of water, whatever you got to do. Your trade is done. And it's only 30 seconds. You guys don't even have to wait 2 minutes. Although there are some good strategies. We have members in the group that have been consistently profitable trading 2-minute strategies. Yes. So, everybody's different, whatever fits. Let's go ahead and let's just mark this with an L490. Actually, we won that, so we don't have to do that. That's a W. Let's take another one. And little internet's a little sluggish there. 235. Again. Perfect. Look how that worked out. 1, 2, 3. Right? Green 1, green 2, green 3, sell. Red 1, red 2, red 3, sell. Rinse and repeat. But only do this if you have money management in place. Only. Okay, this is, you have to use it, guys. Okay, because this is kind of like a coin toss strategy. It's like around a 50% win rate, maybe 55 if you're lucky. So maybe it's a little bit more than 50%. I'm not clocking it, so I'm not clocking my strategies. Trying to get a video in every day for the next 30 days. That's what I've been working on. So let's take a look at this. We've got 2 really healthy red candles here. Let's see if we can get another one. Come on. It's going on a downtrend there, but it may do a pullback. Okay. It's got about 15 more seconds to go. Let's see if it'll go red. I don't think so. That's okay. I don't really like that too much. All right, let's wait this out. One, two. And this is when I do most of my trading, is when I'm recording these videos. Otherwise, I'm just working on other things, keeping the group going for you guys, making sure you guys have all the stuff that you need with all the trading tools and everything. Oh, it looks interesting. I'm a little bit late on that. Let's do a 4 bar, guys. It's a little risky. It's going up, but maybe it could have a breakout. Let's do a 4 bar. Oh, okay. Nice. Let's mark this with an L, 490, and let's follow through. Let's follow through with it, right? Even though that was a little scary when I entered, it went against me very aggressively. But let's follow through with the strategy. And the strategy is we can take another, we don't have to, but we can take another entry on the next candle. If we have a loss, we can take another one on the same chart, on the same setup. There it is. There's my entry right there. And we don't know. So if this is an L, which it's not, so I'm just going to keep that open. So far, it's going in our direction. We're not in the clear yet, so we've got 5 more seconds. Beautiful. And I think that's why I like to stay with these 2 strategies, guys. If you want to see my other strategy that I have, it's the Fast 5. If you're new to the channel, most of you already know what that is. You've been trading along with me with the Fast 5. That's awesome. You can see my previous video, the video before this one, and I'm trading with the Fast 5. I've even traded Fast 5 for up to 2 hours on my YouTube channel. 2 hours of live trading, just back-to-back trades, and still came out in profit at the end of 2 hours, guys. So if you guys are not in profit, if you're struggling, if you're losing money inside a pocket option, the strategy is important, but you've got to put the money management together with that, especially if you're new, if you're a beginner, if you're not, if you haven't been doing this a while. It takes time to get really good at one strategy to get those higher win rates, like 70, 75% win rate, which is, I think, is the highest I've seen. Instead of trying to chase the no loss win rate or the 95% win rate, which I don't even really think exists. Even across the board on Pocket Option, if you look at the best traders, not even they're getting 90% win rates, guys. Come on. For those of you that would like to join us in the group, many of you watching this video and that subscribe to my YouTube channel you're already in the group. That's awesome. So you know the power behind the Trade Manager and what we have to offer. And you understand all the time. You make me comments. Whatever I say on my videos is, I'm not, in sometimes I underplay a lot of things. Some of you guys think the group is way better than you thought, or way better than I make it out to be. And it probably is. So I kind of downplay it a little bit. I'm not here to put on some high sales pitch or something like that for you guys. I go on here, I make my videos, I show my live trades. I do what I say I'm going to do, and it is what it is. We've got cutting edge tools. We've got hours of exclusive video training on several strategies, and we've got a community that's over 1,900 members in a positive environment. We can answer most questions about Pocket Option very quickly, usually in a matter of minutes on most days. We're all out there looking out for each other inside of the group. If you have a question or anything, please ask. And do not be afraid. We've got members that have signed up, they've joined the group, but they're not in the group. And they'll privately message me, they're having problems and difficulty. Guys, it's okay. Everybody goes through this. We even have a mindset channel now where if you guys are struggling, maybe mindset-wise, or you're getting very too emotional with your trading, you're over trading, we also have members that will help support you in those channels as well. So it's all here. It's an all-in-one package, everything. Many of our members were never profitable until now. They've tried Forex, futures, indices, stocks, trading crypto, losing their butt on leverage trading. If you guys have done leverage trading, you know what I'm talking about. I've done leverage trading. Lost my butt on that so many times, right? And many traders were never having any fun until now. And now I'm proud to say, like, we can bring hope back into this space, besides just wondering what's going to happen and having no structure and such a scammy place too. And that's one thing that I want you guys to just be super careful about who you do business with out there. Because these days you've got the signal guys, you've got everybody says it's doing this, but it's really not doing that. And they don't tell you about the risks. And I'm here to tell you that there are no guarantees with any of this stuff. But it is a lot of fun. Yeah, and you can also trade anywhere in the world. So anyway, that's the group. I'll leave a link down below in the description of this video. You guys can go over there and check it out if you want to. But that's the Fast 5. Pretty straightforward, guys. Not the Fast 5. That's the that's the 3-bar strike. I say the Fast 5 because I've done the Fast 5 so many times. We've got a lot of videos on that. You can do a 3-bar, you can do a 4-bar, count your candlesticks, make sure they're healthy looking. Take the reverse. After those candles close, do the opposite direction. I think you guys will be very surprised on what you'll find. I wish you all the best of success. We'll see you on the next video. Have a wonderful day. Take care.